Hey everyone, I hope you're taking it easy and your day has been great thus far. For this video, we will be going through a quick unboxing of the 1:32 scale Mosasaurus, and this particular Mosasaurus is out of the Imaginary Skeleton series, line, something to that effect, and was released by Bandai this year still being 2023. So it's been a little while since I've looked at a Imaginary Skeleton kit. I think the first two would have been the Tyrannosaurus Rex and the Triceratops, I believe. So I've just had this come through from HobbyLink Japan recently, so I'll have a link to this Mosasaurus kit in the description, and hopefully some of the other Imaginary Skeleton kits as well. So, as I mentioned in the Mosasaurus unboxing for the Planosaurus line, I still think the whole Mosasaurus thing is basically due to the Jurassic Park franchise. But anyway, front of the box of the Imaginary Skeleton Mosasaurus. I definitely do like the design of these ones because it's gone back to the very traditional look of a skeleton in this nice little museum type framing, so it is very, very cool. So we have the Mosasaurus there, so it's basically its skeletal frame, and we do have that little disclaimer up here that it will be a fixed pose skeleton model kit. So whilst there's obviously been real researchers who've had some hand in this, the model kit itself is still very much a single purpose display kit, not a articulated one that we're used to. Bottom of the box, so another shot of the Mosasaurus from a different side, which will be about 350 millimeters or about 35 centimeters. Do not ask me what that is in inches. And then we have some little close-ups on some of the details of the Mosasaurus. On the other side of the box, once again, we have a few more shots of the Mosasaurus as well. Now, given the Mosasaurus was an aquatic creature, I do not believe the base will combine with the existing two. Although, to be honest, it doesn't really matter. It doesn't need to be a complete scenic recreation. It could actually combine with the other two, and I think it would look very cool. Anyway, box done. Time to pop open the box, have a better look at the manual, the runners. I don't think there's stickers included, but we'll find out shortly. And with everything out of the box, so front of the manual for the Mosasaurus. So once again, another shot of the Mosasaurus. I'm really glad they have done some of these different shots of the completed model. On the back of the manual, so we have a few more shots, some of the details, as well as we saw from the box. The base piece is quite large now that I've seen it, and then the bottom of the manual actually does provide some ideas, instructions, etc. on how to paint the base and make it a bit more scenically accurate. Inside the manual, so usual parts list, which we'll see in a moment, and then going through the build. Starting with the cranium, forelimbs, thorax, ribs, so it's just progressively going through the build process. It's also one of those very odd manuals where everything is all over the place. And then you start progressively building everything onto the base. In fact, it's very interesting in that you build bits and pieces in very different orders. I would have thought it was a case of you build the whole thing, put it on base. Apparently not. So that was a quick look at the manual. So definitely a very interesting build, especially for something that's not going to have any dynamic articulation. Now we do have the second manual included, which is a bit of more of an information booklet about the Mosasaurus. So we'll just quickly look through this. Now it is in both Japanese and English, so I suspect when the time finally comes, I'll probably make it a point to actually read some of this, because I have a good feeling it will be a very good read. mean, if I really wanted to, I could do mini videos of me reading through this, but I'm not sure how well that would go down. So there was that nice little booklet in there. So yes, definitely keep that in mind. And of course I had to bang the stand. Anyway, runners. Runner A. So runners are pretty much going to be in the one stock color, so it is a bit of a brownish color, which is okay. So runner A, detailing is definitely very nice, so it should be very interesting to put together. Hopefully, because of some of these thinner pieces, it isn't prone to breaking, which could possibly be a worry. B, still in the same color, probably most of the main body. Moving to runner C, still the same color, but definitely moving to other parts of the skeleton structure. And I know I said it in the previous ones, but I really do like the detailing on this. D still in the same color, so this probably ribs. Now I don't know if I would actually try doing my pre-snip method on some of these, especially with the rib cage, because I can just imagine taking all of that out and not knowing what is what, unless there's like a hidden number or something on them. And I think Bandai have done that in the past, where they've put like a little hidden label into the piece to help discern what it was. So that was the E runner. So that's all been in that same one color. Here's the F runner, which I've partly broken away from its main runner frame. This thing is huge. Very detailed, so I can see why they had the little section on the back of the booklet to paint it up, because it would be very nice to get that in proper color. But yes, that thing is a beast of a base. And then lastly we have a G runner, which is going into clear plastic. So this will be to attach to the base, as well as the Mosasaurus for the display. So that brings us to the end of the unboxing of the 1 to 32 Mosasaurus out of the Imaginary Skeleton series. Looks like it should be a very fun build. It's definitely going to be one of those. I don't think I can pre-snip because I'm probably going to stuff something up, but that's okay. But I think it'll be a very simple build, which is always a good thing. Whether I do anything with it thereafter remains to be seen. Thank you very much for watching this unboxing video. Feel free to leave a like or comment, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. All of this does help support the channel, and I do greatly appreciate it. Extra content can also be found on my Instagram account. Link is in the description below. It's also the same handle as the YouTube channel. And as I mentioned at the beginning, there will also be probably two links. One to the Mosasaurus and two to the Imaginary Skeleton series over at HobbyLink Japan for anyone who was curious. With that being said, stay safe, take care, and I will catch you all in a future video. See ya.